Hello, hello, and welcome to another Sunday of Fun Day as we rock and roll some game day food. And the Chiefs today are playing the San Francisco 49ers. So we're going to take a trip. We're going to take a trip out to the coast and make a San Francisco classic for game day. Because even though they will not hold up to the Chiefs' offense, defense, special teams, and everything in between, we can at least enjoy their culinary prowess. True Zen coming in from Twitch there says, game day, let's go. And Gordon is here. Hello from Cleveland. Everyone knows Cleveland rocks. It's good to see you all. Thank you for joining us here. We are multi-streaming. That's right. And you'll see a chat. Everything's backwards. Here's the chat rocking and rolling right here so you can actually stay connected with each other no matter what platform you're on. We are going live on Twitch, Facebook Live, and also the YouTubes, right? Is that what the kids call them? The YouTubes? So we are rocking and rolling. We're going to make some beautiful food today. Super easy. A smoked chicken Tetris dish, right? You got to turn your mic on so people can...
Tetrazzini.
Tetrazzini. Not Tetris, but if you're gaming on Twitch, it could be that. Oh yeah, tailgate stream, says Master of Splits. Absolutely. My text is a little small on my chat monitor here, so if I'm doing the old man thing, you'll have to excuse me. If you're new to the stream, welcome in as we make up delicious food here. And we got something going on. Lights are flashing. Top of the evening, Irish King here all the way from Ireland.
Giving likes on Facebook.
And that's right. When you react on your given platforms, you'll see the lights react as well. So you hit that like button, you hit that share button, lights flash, noises go off, all sorts of things. Frankie Ann, hey everybody, I missed you all. Montana is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing, Mom? I'm glad you could make it there. Caitlin Crane coming in. SCA competitor extraordinaire, Caitlin Crane. Also Arkansas Love. Arkansas Love. But we're cooking in California with smoked chicken, a Tetrazzini. It's good to see you all. Thank you for joining us. There we go. Hey guys, says Peace Out Jen, who's also my better half, not only in the competition cooking world, but also in all things food, love, and life. And you'll hear Jen there, and she'll be joining us, of course. And we're going to get things rocking and rolling. Thomas says, dude, I am loving the huckleberry preserves and the campfire caramel apple butter.
Oh, yay.
Yes! I am happy that you're enjoying it. Thank you so much for supporting us. And, you know, hopefully that's a fair trade with the amount of flavor we're delivering. We try real hard there. But thank you for that. I'm glad you are digging it for sure. And by the way, kids, if you enjoy our sauces and seasoning, which are all available at local retails here in the Northwest Arkansas and Southern Missouri area right now, you can also order them online at MontanaMaxBBQ.com. And fun fact, we've got 2 new flavors that we're going to announce. 2 new delicious concoctions coming to you in the next couple weeks. So if you haven't hit that like, subscribe button, make sure you do so you are up and in the know, because we got 2 delicious new things coming down the pipe for everyone. Irish King says, sorry I missed you on Wednesday. I fell asleep here. I know it's super late in Ireland. It's all love. I totally understand that.
We missed you.
But we missed you too, for sure.
We'll see you
Irish King
again.
is referring, on Wednesdays we stream exclusively on Kitch.com. It's Kittch. It's the food network for a new generation. So if you want some more delicious content, we are also over there as well. All right, let's give everyone who's joining us here, because some people may be brand new to Montana Max Barbecue TV, a little tour of what we got going on. Of course, we've got the main kitchen cam here. We're coming live to you from the mountain ridge in the Ozark Mountains, and we can flip it on over here. Let's go ahead and give you the roundabout. We've got our stove cam right there. If you want a closer look, just let us know in the chat, because we can pass it on over and give you that side angle, or there we go, that beautiful above camera view there as well. And it wouldn't be Montana Max Barbecue TV if we weren't outside. Let's toss it over. The leaves are changing. There is our outdoor cooking arena. Normally we've got our logo sign open there that also reacts to all the fun lights and sounds and things that y'all can do. But we are experiencing some high gusting winds here today. So we're gonna leave the doors shut on that, but we will be going out there and cooking up some deliciousness out on the deck. Also, we're getting into the time of year where we also will be, as I pause my voice as we switch scenes, is we will be doing live fire cooking down below too. So we're going to be doing some awesome fire pit streams, pizza oven. We got a pizza oven out there, terracotta, the pizza fish, as well as some traditional barbecue and all sorts of fun stuff as well. I see the lights are lighting up. That means we're having a good time. And let's start prepping and repping. All right, so what are we doing today? A baked pasta dish. If you do not have a smoker at home, fret not, because we're using our deck oven today. All of the things that we're making here, you 100% can do the exact same thing at the exact same temperatures in your oven. So if you don't have a smoker, don't feel left out. You can join the fun and cook along with the deliciousness as well. I'm a big advocate of getting all of your prep work done ahead of time, right? Get our prep work ahead of time. That way, when we go to actually get things cooking, we're all ready to go. And we don't have a lot to do. It's simple, but so full of flavor, all right? And we are going to be making a concoction of different flavors here. We're going to be making a lovely sauce that's super easy and straightforward. And we are going to build layers of flavor. That's the key. You want a nice, interesting, delicious dish. It's all about building those layers of flavor. Right, babe?
Always.
Always. That wasn't rehearsed at all. Yes.
I'm hungry.
Definitely. And she's already hungry, folks. If you've ever watched Montana Max Barbecue TV on Twitch or anything, you will find out that Jen is always hungry. So we need to get things cooking along, if you will, and start getting it rocking and rolling. Carthage Hardware, we will have the grill going this Saturday with Montana Max samples and giveaways. Boom! One of our platinum dealers joining us here, folks. Carthage Hardware in Carthage, Missouri. 144-year-old business in downtown Carthage. Absolutely beautiful.
Super cool.
It's super cool and super nice people. Carries the entire line. If you're looking to up your flavor game, that's a stop you need to make. Plus everything else that they have. I mean, that's your one-stop shop for everything awesome. Thank you, Carthage Hardware, for being here. Giveaways are always fun, right? So make sure you stop in and check them out if you are in the area. Master Split says, any seafood? San Francisco is known for seafood. Yes, and we actually debated that. No seafood today. No and much to Jen's over there with the sad pouty face. Much to her chagrin.
Exactly have access to the fresh seafood of San Francisco, which, you know, that would be hard to compromise on that.
It is. It is. There's nothing better than fresh seafood. But let's get things rocking. Let's get things rolling here. And we are going to start here with a lovely onion. All right. And we're going to go ahead and cut this out into strips here. Oh, there's some sad faces. You'll see Twitch. You'll notice some floaties. We got fun, interactive all the way around. Kenneth says, look who it is. Kenneth, we've been out. We've been busy spreading flavor to the people, but don't worry, now that we're hitting the season, you're going to see us more regularly here online. And it's good to see you, Kenneth. How is life for our 3D printing master? All right, let's go ahead and cut out our onion here. We're going to cut this into strips. This is going to be a base of flavor, right? We use onion in so many things. We're going to be using just a lovely standard white onion here. Keeping the red end on detached always so it's easier to work with, and that's it. We've got that sliced down, and we were going to start cooking that down in the pan relatively quickly here. We're also going to be using some fresh herbs in our dish, right? If you don't have fresh herbs, dry will do just fine. Just make sure you use a little less of them. When you remove that moisture, they become far more potent. So we're going to be using the fresh stuff here and getting that rock and rolling. We've got some oregano, we've got some thyme, all prepped up and ready to go. You can see in front of me here, everyone loves pulling thyme leaves, right? All right, we're going to be incorporating some mushrooms, and we're going to be incorporating some garlic. So let's go ahead and get our mushrooms prepped out here, and we're just going to go ahead and slice those down into some nice slices. Not too thin, but not too thick, right? It's all about building balance. It's all about building layers of flavor, so we're going to keep that rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and get that ready to go.
Did you mention the history of why we chose chicken tetrazzini?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Drop the knowledge, Jen.
Well, you might think chicken tetrazzini is an Italian dish. But
It's not?
it's not.
Tell us more.
It's American, and they actually say it was created in San Francisco, like back in the early 1900s, and it was in honor of the Italian opera singer Luisa Tetrazzini. So It's actually a really good comfort dish that's super popular now.
And perfect for carving up for game day. Help absorb some of those beers you may having at the tailgate. Also great about this dish, easily you can prep everything up to 3 days in advance with this dish. Put it in the fridge, pull it out, throw it on the smoker or in the oven, and you're good to go. Mushrooms prepped, ready to rock and roll here. Let's go ahead and get our garlic in a row. We've got 2 beautiful cloves of garlic, and they are already out of the husk, so we're just going to go ahead and remove that woody little end here and get that rocking and rolling. Thank you, everyone, for taking time out of your day and joining us here.
Yeah, it's good to see everybody.
It is. Been a little bit absent.
Because we have a lot of other things.
Because we got a lot of things going on. Absolutely. All right, we're going to smash this garlic down. Very nice, very easy here. If you have a garlic press, that'll work just fine. I love taking my blade and smashing it down, and then we're going to go over and mince that. And then we're going to start doing some work. It's that simple. It's that easy. We have even pre-cooked our noodles. We are going to be using linguine noodles for this, and we'll talk more about that in just a few moments here. And then let's go over and make sure our garlic is nice and finely minced. Nice and easy. There we go. Hit it the other direction. And life is good. We've been so busy setting up and everything too, I don't even know. Been worked 12-hour days. No rest for the wicked, Kenneth. No rest for the wicked. We completely understand that. All right, garlic's ready to go. We've got our herbs. We've got our onion. Let's go ahead, flip this back over to the stove cam there, and we've got the stove cam ready to rock and roll. In the corner, we'll remove the lid. We're going to throw a little butter. A little bit of butter, and we're going to start sauteing our onions down. Let's go ahead. Oh, that got soft. That'll be all right. Let's get some heat on the pan. Let's get as the British would say, a knob of butter into the pan, and we'll get that ready to go here, okay? Take a few moments for that to get rolling here. Now, another quick hack, right? And we talk a lot about this when we do our in-person classes as well, is we're not smoking all the chicken out. You definitely can use chicken breasts, use chicken tenders, but we actually picked up a rotisserie chicken to cut down on that work. This is going to be a real quick and easy dish to make, and you're just going to cut that time down and at least by half by using a prepared chicken, right? Super easy, super delicious. The work's done for you. All right, butter's in, heat is on. Now, while we're waiting for our butter to melt down here, let's go ahead, flip this back. And you will see right here, we've got beautiful linguine noodles, all cooked, okay? But they're not cooked all the way through. When we typically cook noodles, we're looking for that level that is known as what, babe?
Pre-al dente.
We're looking for al dente.
Oh, well, yes.
When you're typically doing it. But what we're going to do here is actually cook these pre-al dente, because when we put these out onto the smoker, they're going to continue to cook. So if you cook them as the package directions say, and then do this recipe, the noodles are going to get really, really mushy, okay? And we don't want that. We want those noodles to have a beautiful body to them. And so we did them to pre-al dente. So we cut that cook time in half. So when you bite into them, they're still going to have a little bit of that raw texture to them. Very starchy still.
And another type of noodle you can use besides linguine is bucatini.
Bucatini! Who knows what a bucatini noodle is?
They're hard to find.
They are hard to find. They're not a typical noodle.
And hence why we don't have it today, but definitely if you can find them, they're pretty cool.
They are very cool. They are very cool. So they're similar to like a very thick spaghetti noodle, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and breaking up this onion into the pan here. There we go. We got the butter melted and we got the heat up. We're going to be using like a medium to medium high heat here. We're using a course right here to do this. An electric stove top gets very high very quick.
Well, you didn't tell the main difference of the bucatini pasta.
I did not.
You forgot.
No, I got sidetracked. Are you going to watch the Browns and Ravens?
Oh, trying to watch.
Oh.
Because I'm trying to watch the Browns and Ravens and you at the same time.
Multitasking.
Yes.
Well, it's game day. We totally understand that. Usually we start a little bit earlier to try and get done, but since the Chiefs are playing at 3:30, You're gonna have to help me with the chat here, babe.
Okay.
Oh, it's just low. I gotta scroll.
You got it. Okay.
It's all good. It's figuring out all the technology that goes with it at the same time. All right, we got our onions going. Let's drop a little seasoning into the pan here. We're going to be using our all-purpose seasoning to get that all working together. We're going to be using our Mountain Magic, okay? We're going to go ahead and just give a nice little dust in there of that as we start building layers of flavor, right?
So the bucatini noodles, I will finish your thought.
That is why we're a great team, sweetie.
Yes, so they actually have a hole that runs all the way through the noodles. So they look like spaghetti or thicker spaghetti, but they have a hole that runs like a straw, like little straws, and they're cool. If you can find them for this dish.
Nixie in the house. What's on the menu today? And Arish Tube, hi there. What's up? What's up with you? Welcome in, coming in from Twitch. What's on the menu today is we're doing a smoked chicken tetrazzini. We're going to get our base made. We're going to get a sauce made. We're going to combine everything and make a beautiful smoked pasta dish that, as Jen described, you didn't think you were going to get a history lesson here as well. But it's a San Francisco dish, as the Chiefs are playing the 49ers today. And so we like to, as the Chiefs travel around, learn about different cuisines from the different cities and regions that they play in, right? So it's always fun to explore, grow our palates that way.
Hello, Dana's Kitchen is here.
Dana's Kitchen, Twitch streamer extraordinaire, coming right from Texas, straight to your heart.
Good
Dana,
to
how are
see you, Dana.
It's good to see you, dear. Welcome in. I am. Yeah, you're here. We are indeed. All right, so we got just a little bit to go on these onions here. We are then going to follow that up with our mushrooms and our garlic. And then we've already processed our chicken here. I've got it right to the side. We'll be adding that in as well, okay? Once we start this, the whole process is gonna roll real quickly here, okay? And hopefully, if everything goes according to our timing and plans, we should have a little Food Network type of magic for you at the end as well, right?
That's right.
Thank you. The delayed response from Jen.
I was reading, Arush Tube says that's a really neat looking spice collection.
Thank you. Are you talking about the one up front, or are you talking about my handiwork here in the spice cabinet of doom behind us? But if you're talking about these in front of us, this is our entire spice line here that is actually ours, akin to our name. It's all the Montana Max Barbecue line. There we go. Cook that back. Montana Max Barbecue line of flavor. So thank you for joining us and noticing. And then, of course, we've got all of our essentials behind us as well. All right. Onions starting to look good. We just want to get them down to that nice translucent state there. Let's go ahead and flip it over and give you the big stove cam view. You like that? Passing the camera. Bravo! We got somebody coming in hot on Twitch with the follow there. Hey, we appreciate that follow. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully that wolf didn't scare everyone across the interwebs there.
Welcome in, Arush Tube.
That's how you get a nice welcome there. All right, let's go ahead and get our mushrooms into the pan as well, and our garlic. Okay.
Frankie Ann said, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. Right?
You got it.
All right, we're going to get a little bit more olive oil. I'm going to take that heat back, and we got a reaction on Facebook. Thank you for the love there. Bam, blue lights mean Facebook. Red means YouTube. Purple means Twitch.
Isn't that awesome?
Isn't that awesome?
So colorful.
Oh, and look at our saute action going. I'm chefing it up like nobody's business. So we're going to give about 3 minutes here to start working these mushrooms. There we go. Facebook love coming through. Gotta dig it. Gotta dig it. Who doesn't love beautiful food and flashing lights? The next thing that we're going to be adding as well is pyrotechnics.
No, we will not.
Maybe.
Ever.
Oh, come on.
No.
So we're going to work that in the pan there. We got some olive oil going, and it is already smelling delicious, kids. It is already smelling delicious. Got those onions working. We've got our base layer of seasoning. We've got that garlic going, and we went ahead, turned that heat down, and just working that, all right?
Smells amazing.
Already. Basic, right? Basic ingredients. I mean, there is a little mountain magic in there. I'd be disposed if I didn't mention that. But now we've got our chicken ready to go. We're gonna start getting that in the pan. And the other reason why we're taking the heat now, right? We got our onions going. We got them working at that medium to medium high heat. And we got this going ahead and turned it down because we're gonna add our fresh herbs into this mixture as well here. All right, when we add our fresh herbs, we don't want an extremely, extremely hot pan for those to hit because they will just disintegrate. We want to get all these flavors working together, right? Make sense? You
Yes.
with me? Yes! She says yes. All right, let's go ahead and start getting some of our rotisserie chicken in there, shredded out. And we're going to get that beautiful smoke flavor when we hit it outside and take it out to the smoker. There we go. That should be good. I'm going to just set that right there. And let's work all that beautiful flavor together. I don't think I have the corner cam where I want it. Let's go ahead and bounce that over. There we go.
And maybe some of you who haven't seen us before wonder, why don't we have a gas stove? Every other house we've lived in, we've had
Always
gas
cooked on
stove.
gas.
We love cooking on gas. However, we live in the mountains where it's very difficult.
There is no gas lines running through the ground. The ground is very hard, so
Unfortunately.
unless you got a propane tank installed, that's about the only way to do it. All right, so we got the chicken mixed in there, right? There we go. Added just a little bit more olive oil. Now we can up our seasoning, all right? I'm going to use our letter buck here. Give that chicken, right? Rotisserie chicken, great, easy, quick. But let's add our own flair to it with a letter buck. Buck, buck. See what I did there? Chicken, right? Absolutely fabulous on poultry. So we're going to go ahead, season that chicken up, build our second layer of flavor with our seasoning there. We're actually going to be incorporating all three of our seasonings today as we go through, all right? So let's get that in there, start turning it in and turning it out. Beautiful, beautiful. We're doing good. Now, thyme and oregano right here, fresh, ready to rock, and we're going to throw that in. Start combining those flavors. And just give that just a quick minute to work in there. I'll bring this over and show you. We just want to wilt those down. They're going to continue to work in with the sauce and all that other deliciousness as we build our layers here with this pasta dish. But that is pretty much it. That is pretty much it. We'll give it just a moment there. I'll bring it over, show you under the main camera, and we'll have that ready to go. Nixie says your audio keeps fading out with complimentary pops of sound, kind of like when you tap a mic on your fingers. I don't know.
Maybe you're moving around or your beard is catching the mic.
It could be my awesome beard brushing the mic. Nixie, I'm gonna have to cut like a square out of my beard so it doesn't brush on my lav mic. Well, let's not get crazy here, okay? Predominantly, and we would be doing this whole meal outside if we didn't have 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Let's flip it over. There we go. Everything that we need as far as protein, onions, mushrooms, and our fresh seasoning right in the pan there. Check it out. Beautiful. We also have some tomatoes that we'll be finishing with from our garden that we grew outside. There we go. All right, so we are going to hold this to the side here. So I'm just going to dump all that into a pan, all right? And now I got my heat way down, way down. We love these pans that we use. They're not cast iron, but they are very thick like cast iron, so they'll hold heat. So you got it. The whole name of the game is temperature regulation, okay? I'm gonna grab a different stick of butter here because this is too soft to cut at this point. So I'm gonna grab one of these. All right, here we go. And we are gonna pull in here about a tablespoon and a half's worth of butter. Huh? To cut butter? Oh, I'm so sorry. What up? What up? Mufasa, how are you? Welcome in. Nixie says that may be a little bit of an extreme reaction to the mic sound. All right, same pan. We're just using the same pan. No need to dirty another dish on game day. We've got football to watch. We've got teams to cheer for. And let's go ahead and get that butter melted down, all right? And we're making a sauce here. If there's a little bit of seasoning in there, a little bit of your fresh basil, or excuse me, oregano or thyme, that's not a big deal. It's all gonna be combined in here. All right, so that's melting down. Pan is hot, we're doing good. I'm gonna move that just back, because the one thing when we're building a sauce, is we don't wanna burn our ingredients. And this is gonna be a milk-based sauce, so we gotta be very careful of that. When butter bubbles, that's okay. When butter burns, that's a problem, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, get that melted down here, and we're gonna use our good friend, a flour, all-purpose flour here to make essentially a roux for the base of our sauce, okay? So we're gonna be going ahead, that butter's pretty much melted, and we're gonna throw in 2 tablespoons of flour. Bam. A chopped cheese? I'm not familiar with what even a chopped cheese is. Mufasa, explain to the rest of the class so we can all be enlightened, including myself. All right, butter's in there. And I'm just going to use a plastic spoon to, normally I'd use a whisk, but that whisk sound, if you, very metal against metal. We're going to try to keep it copacetic here. So we are going to start combining here our flour with the butter in the pan, okay? We're gonna cook that flour. It takes about 2 minutes or so. Whoa, somebody coming in hot on Twitch with a follow. Mufasa! Thank you so much for that follow and joining us here today. Jen laid on him with the history. We talked about that a little earlier, but as we have people come and go, it's always good to circle back on that, right, babe? There you go. So it is an American dish based out of San Francisco. Off the opera singer Tetrazzini. How cool is that, right? Influences from around the world. That's what makes food such a wonderful thing. We all bring our ideas and we become more delicious for it. All right. So we're working that flour in. This is a crucial step. Do not burn your butter, and then we got to cook our flour down, all right? The reason we're cooking our flour down, if you go too quick and you don't get it cooked through, and I'm keeping a close eye on this over here, you will have it taste very gluten-y, okay? It'll taste like raw flour if you don't get it cooked through. So we're looking for a beautiful, almost akin to a brown gravy kind of look for our base here, all right? I'm also going to...
maybe didn't hear my mic.
Go ahead.
So just to repeat that, Tetrazzini's is actually an American dish. It was created in San Francisco in the early 1900s. So, and named after an Italian opera singer.
How about that? And it was an Italian opera singer. Did I hear you correctly there, Jen?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. And
that's right,
yes,
Tanner.
That's right, Tanner. Hi, Tanner.
How are you doing, Tanner? Tanner's coming all the way from Germany. We got a wonderful worldwide community here, and that's one of the things that makes this place absolutely beautiful. One world united by food, flavor, and what, Jen?
And love.
And love, of course. You got to put that into every recipe. Otherwise, you just ain't doing it right, okay? And we're getting real close here with our flour that we're cooking down as our base. There we go. Keeping an eye on it. I'm using low heat just to be careful not to burn it here. And we're going to get some whole milk here, all right? I'm going to need about 1 3/4 cups to rock and roll this. Woo. Perfect. You see that style and grace?
1 1/4 cups. You said 3/4.
3/4. It is 1 3/4 cups.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm going to kick that heat up just a touch here. Biggest thing you can do for yourself in the kitchen, keep an eye on your temperature control. Most dishes fail. Most dishes fail due to temperature control not being controlled. Cooking too fast, cooking too hot, well, that's good in a lot of applications. If you're not watching it, you're going to run into trouble. All right, give that just a moment. We've got our milk ready to go here. Arush says exactly, I don't know anything about the Super Bowl or what sports Americans are into. I don't even know much about American cuisine, but good food brought me here. And that's really at the end of the day. And I'll tell you this, a lot of Americans don't watch football on Sundays, but they are coming to the party because of the good food, right? Food brings us all together, and we're very fortunate that it brought you here today. All right, milk is ready to go. We're coming together here. Just want to make sure we get this working appropriately and get that flour cooked off nice and well. Usually, I will be cooking at a slightly higher temperature. I wouldn't be so low on the stove. It's taking a little bit longer. But, you know, when you're interacting and talking to people, it's best to hedge your bet on the safer side a little bit. It just takes a little bit longer, especially when we have to eat it at the end of the day. Right, Jen?
That's right.
That is right, she says. Absolutely. So we're going to make sure to get that. I saw a little Facebook love. Thank you for that Facebook love coming in there. Blue lights mean Facebook, red means YouTube, and purple means Twitch. And we're so happy that you're coming to us from whatever platform you're watching us on. This is looking really nice. The other thing, when we cooking our flour off with that medium-low heat, is when we add our dairy, we don't want it to scald it either when it hits the pan. Paul, you're fired. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Florida in the house there.
Hello.
How's your day going? Tanner, soccer is getting more and more popular in the U.S. too. We'll get you there too, Montana. Soccer is picking up popularity for sure. If we were rooting for an American soccer team, it would have to be Sporting KC, of course.
Well, yes.
To stay in theme with the whole Kansas City Gen. All right, we're looking pretty good here. We've got it cooked off. We got a nice little bubble. Like I said, when it comes to butter, a little bubble is good, okay? So we want to keep it moving. And we got some nice color there. Let's see if we can go ahead, flip that over real quickly there. That camera's got a little bit better color. And there you can see we've got a nice brown cooked off color to it. So we know that flour is cooked all the way through. Paul is doing good. That is good to hear, my friend. Good to hear that indeed. All right, time to add in our whole milk here, okay? We're going to slowly add this in. Little sizzle, but we're not getting that boil, right?
Arush Tube says when you add your dairy, you can use on/off the stove method like the one Ramsey uses. It really helps me and my sauces.
Nice, good tip.
Yeah.
So Arush, a little bit of a foodie himself. Yeah. Arush, well done, Arush. Take your seat at the front of the class. I love it. I love it. And that's one of the things too. We really love when we all share together, and especially our knowledge and stuff. Because I will tell you, I don't know it all. As much as Jen thinks I do.
Yeah.
We need a Jen cam just for her facial reactions when I say things like that.
Ridiculous things like that.
All right, and we are mixing it up here. We're getting that roux mixed in. We're going to take that temperature up here and get it simmering a little bit, okay? We're getting it simmering a little bit. And we're going to start reducing it down, okay? This is essentially kind of, for lack of a better term, it's very akin to mac and cheese for adults, okay? It's in that Alfredo family. I know who you are, Paul, but you're coming in as Paul, so you're Paul today, not Ghost Rider. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead now. We are going to add cheese, okay? Cheese, magically delicious. Once this gets up to a simmer, we're going to slowly start. Don't judge your judging eyes. Slowly start adding in Parmesan cheese to our sauce here as well.
Looks like we have a old menu on there.
Oh yeah.
Tanner. Sorry, we forgot to update that.
That's from an old show. That is not what we're making today. Facebook love coming through. Facebook love. I love it. I love it. And we're going to be adding more light effects, more sounds, and more interactive ways where you can get involved with the show. It's all coming here on Montana Max Barbecue TV. And thank you once again, no matter what platform you are on. Thank you for joining us and spending a little bit of your Sunday here with us. Right, babe?
Yes. Happy to have everybody here.
All right. We've got some steam coming up here. We've got a nice low heat, and we're going to start our reduction here. We don't want to reduce it too much, okay? We don't want to reduce it too much, but we do want to get a little bit more body to it so it's not so liquidy, okay? Get our Parmesan cheese. Get yourself a nice quality Parmesan cheese, all right? Nice quality Parmesan cheese. Not the stuff out of a green can, right, babe?
Right.
And anytime we're working with dairy, we want to keep it moving, okay? We don't want to let it set. We don't want to walk away from it. Oh, wrong one. So many buttons, so little time. We don't want to walk away from it because if we scald our butter or if we scald our dairy and we burn it, essentially, this is one of those kitchen things that you can't come back from, okay? There's a lot of ways to fix dishes, whether you under-season, over-season, cook it too long, cook it too short, but burning dairy is one of those nails to the coffin in cuisine where you essentially will have to start over your sauce from scratch again. Very hard, if not impossible.
Arush says, I think the base here is also a bechamel. Is that how you pronounce it?
You are correct.
Yeah.
You are correct. I love it. It's actually
Thick,
bechamel in front.
which is a thick cream sauce, right?
Thick cream sauce. And we got our bubble. We got it. We got a simmer. Now, this is where you also, critical moments in the cook, right? Is we do not want this to boil. A little simmer, good. Boil, problems, okay? And of course, we have the lid off, keeping moisture evaporating out here. And we're working that. And you are going to be amazed. This is it. If you weren't hosting your own online cooking show, right? You can literally get this together in a half-hour flat, right? Half-hour flat, no problem. All right, now that we've got the simmer going, we're going to start incorporating our Parmesan cheese and mixing that in. I'm going to keep a close eye on that, but we're going to use oven-safe dish here. And I've got spray right here. We are going to make sure we give a nice light spray here. You can also grease it with butter if you'd like, but just for ease, I'm going to go over the sink. We don't want anything sticking as we get it out onto the smoker, all right?
Jesse James says, hello, Max and Jen.
Jesse James, our outlaw friend, coming to us on Twitch. How are you today? It is good to see you.
I think he's
Welcome
on
in.
YouTube. I think he's.
Oh, is he on YouTube today? Oh, he
so.
is. Yes, that would be a YouTube icon. Jesse James, you never know where that outlaw's going to ride in from. Could be from the West on Twitch. Could be from the East on YouTube. Jesse James, good to see you. How are you doing? Tanner says, in many cases, pre-grated Parmesan cheese in a can is actually more from the crust edge, so lower quality. Yes, in the American green can, there's actually quite a high percentage of wood pulp that ends up being in there as well. So yes, very astute there. Link, oh poop, I didn't hear see you guys go live, just heading to bed, so just stopping in to say hi quick. Hope you guys are doing great. You all take care.
Hi, Link.
Much love to you. I know you are on the other edge of the clock. There we go. We got to be careful.
He's got a busy schedule.
Link, I'm so glad you were able to stop in and say hi. Much love to you, brother. Always thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello today. All right, here we go. Time to start incorporating our cheese. And we're going to just incorporate a little bit at a time. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But we are going to incorporate about a cup, half a cup's worth here, okay? If you want to do a little bit more, there's no shame in your game. And we keep it moving. We keep it moving.
And we do grate our own cheese. It's just a matter of time saver sometimes.
It's about easy
on game
today.
Day, we always do easier stuff. Save us some time in the kitchen. So we
Right.
can get to
And if you wanted to take this recipe out to your tailgate, right? That'd be impressive if you were out in a parking lot grating your own cheese. I would give you mad props for that.
Tanner's asking, are you making mac and cheese?
That's what I was saying earlier. It's like mac and cheese for big kids.
It's a chicken tetrazzini is what we're doing. So it's a cream sauce that he's making right now for the chicken pasta dish.
All right, I'm gonna turn that heat off because we have enough residual heat there, and we are starting to get that body. We're starting to get that body. We're looking good. All right, and if it's not all melted completely, that's all right because it is going to taste the heat again. But that is looking real good.
Link says that he's doing great. Looking forward to the 5th of November. Nixie can explain.
Uh-oh, Nixie, are you still here, dear? 5th of November. Now, all that beautiful
curious.
chicken, we're going to drop that in, and then I'm also going to add some chicken stock so we can get some liquid here, okay? About a cup's worth going in. There we go. We're going to start incorporating this all together.
Master Split says mac and cheese. You mean Max and
There
cheese.
you go. Master Split's coming in with the puntastic win. There we go. All right.
Nixie says, LOL, nice plug, bro. What is going on?
Nice plug for what?
For what I don't know, whatever Link is hinting at. I'm not sure what that is.
All right. Now we have our linguine noodles. That's going all into the pan as well there. All right.
And Tanner says, I love lemon zest in cream sauce. It makes it lighter.
Oh, absolutely. It cuts
Yes, it's a
through
good
that
tip.
heaviness. We use citrus all the time. But Tanner, you know that. Tanner, I think Tanner's just pissing up. Tanner's watched enough of our shows on Twitch. He knows the secrets. All right, so we are incorporating all this in the pan here and mixing everything up. Oh, this smells phenomenal. Let's click it back over. Nixie says, I'm doing a 24-hour gaming blitz that weekend for charity, and he's going to be staying up with me during the wee hours of the morning to keep me from falling asleep. Link going to be sitting next to you with like a broom handle, poking you. Nixie, wake up! Wake up! What charity are you going to be streaming for, Nixie? I'd love to know so we can help get the word out for you as well. If you guys didn't know, and if you watch Twitch at all, Nixie is an amazing VTuber streamer and super great energy, super positive. Also, one of my favorite things, super bright and colorful. I love that. So make sure if you're on Twitch or if you haven't been on Twitch, check her out and keep your eyes peeled for the 5th of November for an awesome charity stream. All right, there we go. We are going to go ahead and move this all now from the pan. Look at that. And I measured that pasta just about perfectly. We're going to get all that beautiful flavor, that cheesy goodness, and get that into the pan there. Heat's off. We're going to make sure our pan's out, and we are going to start mixing that around. Now, the key here with when we mix this up, we don't want to be too aggressive, but we want to make sure that we have even distribution of all of our ingredients. I have been Montana maxed out. Yes, you have, Tanner. You're a veteran. You're a veteran Max Pack member. And we're going to just push that down a little bit with the back of our spoon here. Make sure we get all of those spaces and air out of there and get that all good to go.
Hello, Mrs. Shadow.
Mrs. Shadow, speaking of Germany, Mrs. Shadow, part of our international Max Pack community. Mrs. Shadow, how are you? It's been a little bit. Hopefully life is treating you well. There we go. We've got that all pushed down, just light and gentle, all right? Keep the integrity of the dish. That's key here. I just can't stop smelling this. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. All right. There we go. Let's go ahead and throw this over onto the big cam, shall we? We are doing well. Mrs. Shadow, we are doing well. Super busy, super exciting stuff going on, bringing flavor to the world. So, I mean, we can't really complain. And you just made our day a little bit brighter. Nixie says, oh man, that pasta's looking good already. Let me lift it up here so you can get a little bit better view. Nice integrity of the noodles. We got the sauce, we got the mushrooms, all that, the chicken all mixed in. But this is where we take it up, right? We need to build this. I mean, you could rock and roll right here, but why stop? Why stop? Our good friend Panko Breadcrumbs. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going back to my Twitch stream.
No.
Jen hates when I do that.
I do. I really do.
Mrs. Shadow says, I'm fine. Good. We're going to go ahead and cover the top now with panko breadcrumbs. Okay? We want a nice, decent layer here. even coverage, edge to edge, all the way around. There we go. Look at that. Now, like I said, we are about 47, 50 minutes into the broadcast today. So if you wanted to make this dish yourself, the only real major step that we didn't do on stream today is boiling the noodles, okay? So you can have this done, all this flavor, half-hour flat. I'm telling you, super easy, super delicious. How do you make sure it's still al dente? Well, the best way to make sure, my friend, is to tasty. Okay? And if you're looking, we always recommend, whether it's rice, couscous, pasta, read the package directions, okay? I know it sounds stupid, and it's like not a pro chef thing, this should take you this. Just read the package, right? If you want it al dente, check it a minute or two before it's done, okay? If you want it pre-al dente, cut that time in half if you're doing like our dish today. So they believe the cook time for this linguine was about 13, they'll usually give you a range, right? So about 13 minutes roughly. So instead of, what?
So we did 5 minutes.
Yes, so we did 5 minutes. Because all this sauce in here, that's the whole thing of doing a smoked or baked pasta. That sauce is going to continue to cook. And those noodles are then going to absorb that flavor, which is going to be absolutely magical. All right, one more. I told you we were going to use all 3 of our seasonings today. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to come across the top with the last best here. This is our sweeter rub. And we're not going to get too heavy-handed. This is more to add a little color and season up those panko. But we'll get that little bit of sweetness with that heartiness of the sauce.
So yes, you could call this a casserole.
You could call it a cheeseburger if you want to.
I don't know about that.
Do you also dabble in other cuisines like Indian, Chinese, etc.? Yes. And that fact is one of our favorite things to do is to learn about the world and all the wonderful different cuisines. And we do dabble, and that's how we expand our palates and our flavor knowledge. And we've actually taken requests or suggestions from people that watch the show about where they live. We've done the foods of Norway. We've done a UK show. We've done all sorts of different stuff. Lots of different Asian-inspired cuisine as well. But yeah, we absolutely love doing that. Great question. Great question indeed. All right. Intender says, okay, thanks. Al dente, by the way, comes from dente, dentist, and means for your teeth. Just saying. All right, so we have our pasta dish ready to go. Let's head out to the deck and let's get it on the smoker, shall we? Jen, are you ready to go outside?
Yeah, let's go.
What'd you say?
I said let's go.
Let's go!
Not like that.
All right, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let's head outside. You'll have to just bear with me for a minute as we walk out. Hey, will you grab a couple hot pads? Mm-hmm. Thank you. Fallen, the trees are changing. And to do this, you're going to want to set your smoker or your oven, if you're not using a smoker, to right around 350. 350 degrees is what we want. It's going to toast the breadcrumbs, going to get the absorption going a little bit quicker, and that's how we're going to want to get that all rocking and rolling. As far as time is concerned, you're going to be sitting right about, well, there's not a time game. It could be about 20, 30 minutes or so. But what you're going to want to do is look for that cheese to be bubbling around the edges. You'll see the texture change.
Other.
We do. We had a little cold snap this week. And look, Food Network magic. And I just happen to have one done right here. Food Network magic. So we'll go ahead, let that one go, and then we will bring this guy inside here.
Got brown a little bit on top. Looks good.
Come prepared, we did.
Season is it in the States?
It is our latitude in most of the United States, varying levels of fall. my mother, who's watching the show with us today, actually, they got snow in their area. So, and we're back. We passed it back to the kitchen, and we're ready to rock and roll. Nixie is lurking. Thank you. But it is rather beautiful weather right now. All right, let's move this cutting board, and there we go. Check it out. Beautiful.
Smells amazing. Looks amazing too.
You can see we got a nice toasted top there. Those noodles are a little bit crispy around the edges, which is going to give us a little texture. But we'll scoop into this, and there's a beautiful mushroom right there. We're going to scoop into this for a moment. We're going to let it set for a minute.
Are you going to do the tomatoes?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so I'll just set that over to the side. Let's go ahead and bring the cutting board back over. Now, one of the big things that we talk about a lot, right, is we've got this heavier cream sauce that we're going to be using here, and full of chicken and mushrooms and these really hearty ingredients. So, as Tanner was saying, lemon is a great way. You could use lemon zest, obviously, to brighten that up. And we are actually going to, today, to be using fresh tomatoes from our garden. And I've been absolutely just blown away. This is our first like real year planting our own like full garden, right? And these tomatoes, just absolutely phenomenal. I'm gonna slice this one open here. And look at that. Let me just flip that back over. Look at how red the inside of that is. Just absolutely phenomenal. I still remember the Texas Barbecue 6-pack Stone Cold Macho Nacho stream. That one stuck with you, did it, Master of Splits? Those were some mean nachos. We did that on our game day streams last year during the season. And we ate that entire platter, if you remember correctly. Jen and I sat here.
Maybe not all at once, though.
Yes, we did. Don't lie to people. It's okay. Don't lie to people.
Right.
All right, let's go ahead and get our tomato sliced out here, and then we'll plate up. And then we'll have a little taste. Very nice. There's just something special about growing your own food. I'm gonna hold this up. I know this is ridiculous, but this is the kind of stuff that when you cook all the time, that you get excited about. Ooh. Look at that color.
So pretty.
Look what I made.
Flavor. Good flavor.
Oh yes, that's right. WrestleMania. Yes, Tanner, check it out. He says, oh, you already prepped one. Ooh, this is different.
Arush says this was really fun. You got a really nice community too, but I gotta go to bed now. It's like 1:20 a.m. and I got a class in the morning.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Arush. If you're still here, thank you for joining us and joining our community. It was absolutely wonderful, and I can't wait to spend more time with you in the future. Hey, Chef Peanut coming in here as well.
Oh,
Speaking of all over the world, Chef Peanut from Hawaii. How are you, Chef Peanut? How is life treating you? It's good to see you. We are now multi-streaming. That's right. No ads. All that good stuff on Twitch. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. Bringing the world together, one dish at a time. Right, babe?
that's right.
All right. We're just going to go ahead and dice up really quickly here. Probably a little bit longer knife than I needed to do this, but that's all right. We're going to get some beautiful color with this beautiful red across the top here. And we're moments away from tasting, which is Jen's favorite part of the show.
Best part of the show.
All right. What kind of plate you want this on, or do you want it in a bowl? Ladies' choice. How do you want to consume this beautiful pasta dish today, sweetie?
Plate is fine.
A plate is fine. Okay.
This will go nicely with the Caesar salad.
Yes, and we are gonna. We're not making the Caesar salad on show today. We're just we're taking the easy way because we are counting down to kickoff in under a half hour here. So we are going to be using a baked Caesar salad, right? Which is fine, right? Not every meal that a chef creates at home is always, and I'm sure Chef Peanut can back me up on this, is not always from scratch all the way. Sometimes you got to save some time. Well, trying to stay healthy and out of the hospital. Hopefully soon I can bring back the cooking stream. Much mahalos for the shout out. Much mahalos for you being here, my friend. But we are going to just be using a baked Caesar salad when we get off stream, so we get some lovely salad with our pasta dish today. But I'm going to tell you, our hack and tech guy, if you guys know our boy, Park, he's oftentimes in the chat and stuff and also helps us a lot with our technological things. We had a baked Caesar salad here a couple weeks ago, and I was working on something, and Jen's like, here's your salad. And I eat it, and I'm like, this is absolutely amazing. And she said, Parker took our Cowboy Crafted beer mustard and threw a tablespoon in with the mix. Wow! Up in the flavor game. And he just thought to himself, wow, this might be really tasty, and gave it a go. And I'm telling you, so many uses for that mustard. Really, there is a ton of uses for that mustard. And just throwing it in with our baked salad dressing took that Caesar salad to a whole nother level, didn't it, dear?
Mm-hmm. Now we do it all the time.
Now that's what we do.
Yes.
Now that's what we do. All right. Let's get a plate out here. Let's get a plate. Let's do it up. The Kansas City Chefs. That's right. You got it, master. All right. Let's dish it up. Let's dish it up.
I do. I still have the World Cup winners stream on file. World Cup?
Soccer.
Oh.
I know you're not used to terms like that.
No. But what? We have a stream.
No, that was one of his suggestions, was to do the foods of the World Cup.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. For suggestions.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Now I know what you're talking about. Yes, actually. I take notes of all of those. So when it comes around to that time of year, we go look through our
And us being football fans, you may have to remind us when it's that time of year.
Yeah, because we don't always follow, we don't follow
The
every
football.
sport.
All right. I can smell that beautiful smoked aroma here. Let's go ahead and cut into this bad boy. We'll just use a spoon and dish it. Look at that. And that's how it holds together there. We got those beautiful edges there. We can just put that right on the plate there.
That looks good.
Look at that.
That looks beautiful.
Oh, that
Excited
smells
to try that.
absolutely wonderful. Well, let's come through. We'll add a little. This is simple, easy. It doesn't have to be fancy, right? Just like that, if you want to do some parsley and some lemon zest, if you really want to take your presentation. But this is, San Francisco meat and potatoes comfort food dish. Nothing you have to get fancy about. But let's see. Let's flip that over and see. There we go. Easy. Now I could really show you that composition where that baked pasta all comes together in there. Look at, we've got our beautiful breadcrumbs for texture, flavor, freshness, all ready to go. Looking good. There's only one thing left to do.
Take a picture first. So
I'll take a picture when we get done.
Okay.
There's only one thing left to do. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Show those Facebook thumbs up and those YouTube super chats for the one and the only Kansas City Jam.
Oh my gosh.
I've got a fork for you, sweetheart.
I'll take that for it.
Ah, there they go. The blue lights are flashing, Jen. Love. Of course, Jen always gets to eat first in the kitchen here, so let's see what she thinks.
I am excited to try this.
Raise the roof. Yeah, the blue lights flashing for Jen.
That pasta is perfect.
Chef Peanut's getting the chant going. Jen, Jen, Jen. Chant. Good morning to you.
I'm going to take too big of a bite, probably make a mess.
That's all right. It's baked smoked pasta.
Yeah, you can taste the smoke. You can definitely taste the smoke. It's very creamy.
Because that smoke is attracted to liquid. So when you put a sauce out there to cook that pasta through. It's an amazing vessel to soak up that smoke flavor. Now we're using the deck oven. We're using a pellet grill, which is not known for high amounts of smoke, but it's also a great way to capture that flavor on shorter cooks. We literally threw this in right before we hit the go live button today.
Oh, the flavors.
All the flavors, she says. All the flavors. Are you gonna let me get a taste in here?
It's very good. Excellent dish.
Let's try it out.
I love it with the mushrooms. Those tomatoes are nice on top too. With
Well,
the panko toasted breadcrumbs. Ooh, it's so good.
and we used all three of our seasonings in this dish from the start to the finish there to build those different layers of flavor. So we've got tangy, we've got sweet, we've got earthy, we've got all these components, and then with our fresh tomato, we got that little bit of acidity that we need to help cut through there. How cool is that? So simple, so add, and you can make this dish in under a half hour. San Francisco,
Yum. Perfect
my
fall
hat's
dish.
off to you for your food.
Yeah.
For your 49ers,
Excellent.
I cannot say the same thing, but there you go. There is our beautiful.
Yum. Okay, I need to get out of the way.
This is how you know that it's not just TV. And Jen's like, this is delicious, because when she doesn't move and she forgets that there's a show happening,
Right.
you can take it with you.
Okay.
Program. That's how you know that we're not just joshing you, and we're like, oh yeah, it's totally great. You should definitely make this. It's delicious. When she goes into autopilot mode, that's how you know we hit the mark. So you can make this dish, and like I said, if you wanted to do this for game day, carb it up, rock and roll, this can be made up to 3 days in advance. Put it in your fridge and pull it out, throw it in the oven on the smoker. You're good to go, and you're
Yeah.
off to the races.
Just leave the panko off until you put it.
Hey, trucker!
Until you put it on.
American friend, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us here, coming in from Twitch. There we go. All right, let's see if I gotta get my new stream deck all together here. One quick second. I don't think I have that one up anymore. All right, well, we'll just do it like that. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, it is getting dangerously close to kickoff. We need to get our food in our bellies and our drinks set as the Kansas City Chiefs are taking on the San Francisco 49ers, which was our inspiration for the dish today. Thank you, everyone, no matter what platform you joined us on, whether it's Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Twitch Live. We are just ever so thankful that you choose to spend a few minutes or an hour out of your day with us here on Montana Max Barbecue TV to up your flavor game. Make sure you hit follow, like, or subscribe, and tell your friends. Once again, all of our seasonings and sauces, as well as recipes and other fun stuff, you can also check out on our website at www.montanamaxbbq.com.
I came over to say goodbye to everybody.
And keep those notifications on because we'll be streaming on. Gordon says, first show I've caught, I'll be back. Awesome. And it was awesome. Enjoy the football game today as well, Gordon. I'm so happy that you could join us here as well. I'm Montana Max. This is Kansas City Jen. And as always, for those about to cook,
We salute you.
we sure do. Have a great day. Go Chiefs. And we will see you soon. Take care of each other.